Hey guys, got the Jeep Compass back inside now. Trying to remember where I left off. I haven't even done anything with the first part of the video yet. This is the one we determined, did a little quick checking outside. The auto shutdown relay wasn't turning on. We found the diagram of the auto shutdown relay and it wasn't labeled. You know, the wiring color was, but you know, what relays who wasn't. I was able to talk to Keith and he had found something on All Data there that showed it. And once I seen his picture, I seen that he was looking at connector end views, which I was able to go and get on my information source and get that. We know the low speed cooling fan is rotted off, corroded off. The auto shutdown relay, we know we lost, when we lose power to the control side of it. We never did check the control side itself from the ECM, but we lost power. So somewhere between the TIPM and that fuse box, you know, we lost power. Whether it's rotted off on the bottom of the fuse box and stuff is to be determined. I think it's going to be accessible through the fender well here, so I put the jumper on it, drove it in this today, this morning, this afternoon I guess. Gonna pull the tire off, get this fender liner out, get this thing out where we can work on it, open it up and see. Now I did check with Chrysler in the meantime and it's the same story as it always has been on these. They do not sell that box nor the pins for it or anything. They sell the whole harness. Now at the Chrysler dealership, they do a lot of these, and what the guys do is when they you know, replace the harnesses under warranty, they save the old ones and they, you know, pull pins out of them as needed. So let's get in here, let's see what it is, see if we can fix it. Here we are. The wheel is off, the fender liner is out. This was just sitting up on these two little lock tabs here, up inside here where you can't see off camera. So let's get the lower cover off, and I was right. I thought I seen some green dust on that. I think in our first video I kind of zoomed in on that, but it's kind of tricky to see without pulling this whole mess apart. So get them kind of half off there. Okay, what kind of retainers do they have on this side? Secret ones you can't see, or are they down behind the clips? Wow. You know what kind of clips these are? These are the ones you turn the camera off and snap them off. Let's see if I can see the little guys. Maybe this is one. Maybe. So I was right. Those are the right retainers. There's something on my... So there's 4 latches. This one got bent a little bit, but no big deal. We'll tweak her back. So there are 4 little latches on it. Set that to the side and then have the moment of truth. Okay, so this is our low speed cooling fan. That one is definitely smoked. Yep, so there's the green crusties on that one. This one right here is our auto shutdown, and we lost the control, so that's going to be our small brown with the white wire. Or no. It wasn't, we had no power. Right, so let's tell you what, this relay we have to fix. Oh, you know what? You know why we don't have any power on it? Because that right there, that is why. Okay, so if we fix, okay. So this is our low speed fan relay. It must use the same power source from that fuse. Remember that 10 amp fuse we checked? It must use the same power source, and it jumpers it from the low speed fan. So this one must run from the fuse. We can prove that right now. Then we'll talk about it some more. That's why it doesn't work. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just the low speed fan relay took a puke and rotted out in the back, and now our auto shutdown doesn't work. Let me get some negative post here. Okay. So this should have power on it. Oh, she's kind of crusty, I don't know. It might be a key on power. Let me turn the key on. Do we have power on it? Yeah, there we go. Okay, can you guys see that? Okay, so we have power on that. Let me turn the light down. And then we stand on a stool with wheels on it here. That's a smart idea. Whoa! And then which 10 amp fuse was it. I think it was this one. Let me wiggle this one out. Yep, there we go. Lights out, lights on. Off on, off on, off on. Okay, so that 10 amp fuse number something here. Let me find the fuse number for you. Somebody else already remember, say it out loud if you do. 33. Fuse 33 is a 10 amp, which if we remember from the first video, was the control side power for the auto shutdown relay, which happens to piggyback off the low speed fan relay from there to there, and from here to here, whatever this relay is. So whatever this relay is, doesn't work either, which is kind of like, you know, don't know, don't care type thing, because that's also going to be missing its power. So if you wanted to provide a temporary fix and not have any low speed cooling fans, we could just, you know, cut this wire and hook it together. However, I think we should fix his fans. Gosh, I wish I had a terminal for this, because it's just one rotted out terminal. When I look on the sheets through factory service data, it shows, let's see, part number to be determined, part description not available, connector number it shows, but it does not show any part numbers available for the pins, which I think is silly. 6 micro ISO 4J case module, doesn't show anything that's of any use there. So options: buy the entire wiring harness. That option is stupid. Or we can just wire up an external relay for the low speed cooling fan. I think that's what we should do. Let me shut the key off. Alright. Keys off, get out my knife, which is wicked dull. I think I'll flip it over. It's probably been flipped over a few times. Let's open up our tape here. What's up, dog? What's up? So open that up. Get our wires exposed. Well, at least the whole bottom of this thing isn't toast. There's that. And that wire jumpers. Man, they use that fuse that feeds this relay, feeds a low speed relay, feeds the auto shutdown relay, and feeds another relay that we don't even know what it is. But like I said, it doesn't matter. There goes my paperwork. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut the power wire. We're going to cut so that's going to be the two bigger ones are going to be the load side. Our two smaller ones here are going to be the control side. And we'll find out which one of these is power. It's really kind of doesn't matter. It's by that one. This one must run to the fan. So technically, like if we jumper those two, let's see, I don't have any jumper wires here, but if we jumper this one, and then we jumper this one, it should turn on the fan. You hear it? So the low speed fan's running right now. Alright. Surprised you didn't have an overheat complaint. But probably the high speed still works, runs off a different circuit. So let me get a relay, a connector, and we'll chop it off. Alright, got all of our parts here from Napper. Not a sponsor, of course. There is our relay, no, it's our relay that I got. And this is the connector that I have acquired. I guess it would be. Connector's a little jumbo. Here's the relay. We will wire it up one pin at a time. I figure we'll leave it so we have some extra. We can just zip tie it under here somewheres. So we'll start wiring this little guy up. We're going to do, let's just start with the power wires so we get them taken care of. We'll start with pin 30. That's going to be the big jumbo red wire on here. We'll leave our pigtail long. And then at some point, if they ever do come out with a fix for this, by golly, everything will still be here to fix it. So this wire is hot. This is our power wire. This is going to be our 40 amp fuse feeding this thing. So we will take and go like so. And we will strip the wire back on our one from Napper here. Now I'll get us a little piece of heat shrink. Let's see what we have here. Let's slip that on. I like that. We'll make these two shake hands. We can. Get them in there. And then we're going to take and solder this together. And that's where all the comments of how crappy of a solder jobber I am. But that's okay, because the car is going to work when it leaves. That's one thing we know for sure. And two like that. You really want to bring out the hatred in people. Solder something on a car. They tend to go bonkers. Let's get the old solder flowing here first. And we'll bring her down through. A little bigger soldering pen for these wires here. For that one to stick in there. I know, pull the heat through the wire, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes with the thicker wires, you kind of got to go around them a little bit. All right. Hold. Have a little faith. All right, well that looks well. And then what we'll do is we'll hook up the load side to it. So it's going to be our blue wire. That is the one that runs to the fan. Yeah, woo! Felt that baby coming. Ah. Let's see, what number is this one going to be? That is going to be number 87. Number 87 on the connector is Yeller. Old Yeller. So we're going to attach this one in the same fashion. That one. Got old Machine Gun Josh over there. Trying to get the wheels off a carry van. Sounds like it's whooping his butt a little bit. He did just find an AC leak on a 14 carry van. I was kind of impressed. I thought for sure it was going to be the rear AC lines. He said they weren't leaking, but he's going to check it anyways because the system was empty. And unfortunately, it's leaking out of the suction line going to the compressor, which is a monstrosity of a hose that not only feeds the front evaporator, it feeds the rear evaporator, but book time says 1.1 hours. I kind of want to see that. It must be a whole lot easier than it looks. So what we'll do next is the power wires. These two here, we're going to jump in these two together. This is going to be the control side power feed, okay? What are these? Oh, that's those. I would have thought he'd had the stud snapped off by now. We'll probably have to go get the old boy hand here in a minute. So this could be the one that runs from that 10 amp fuse. Alright, so we'll take and bring these two together. Here you got the old machine gun going over there, Josh.
Yeah, I need a beefier impact here.
Oh boy. What you got? How many won't come off?
Let's see, I've got one, well, the lug nut itself is swelled up on the right side.
Imagine that.
I've got two I'm trying to get off on the other side.
Alright. If you need me, come get me.
Okay.
Alright, well, we'll worry about getting those two together here in a minute. Let's see, we're going to hook those two to number 85. We'll find out which one is 85 here. 85. Stay alive, 85. Survey says blue wire. Grab this here. Trying to make a movie here. Yes, sir. Camera's rolling. You're going to be on this one again. I see you wore your SMA shirt too. Way to represent.
Hey, I had an idea on the way up to change this place into an ice cream stand in the middle. where the girls are.
I know.
Serving cones out the front. Fixing cars on the side.
Andy, that is old news, brother.
Really?
You go ask Mrs. O. I've lined up Taylor ice cream machines. I've lined up contractors to take out the front windows so it's just drive through, nobody getting out.
Yeah.
Nope.
No deal. Huh?
Says I'll get fat.
Fat?
Yeah.
It's not even with quotes, I bet, when she says that.
No. You know how the wives look at you.
Well, I'd stop here twice a day.
I'd be here. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I've actually had viewers offer to send Taylor ice cream machines.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
That's one way to do it.
So what I need to do is pick up a really nasty habit and then be like, well, if I had an ice cream machine, I wouldn't be doing this crack.
Or ice cream. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotcha.
You know what I
It's
mean?
good thinking, really. Crack, though, I don't know. How expensive is that? Is it good?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It's probably way more than ice
You
cream.
might want to pick a really cheap
Oh.
this one you can get.
Oh, well, not really gonna do it. It's gonna threaten her with it.
I see.
So your van's over on the lift over there.
Oh, it's over there?
Yes, sir. Josh,
What's happening with
we
it?
found the AC leak.
Where was that?
It is
Back?
leak. No, it's not. Oddly enough, the rear's not leaking. There's a hose on the front that's leaking.
Really?
Yes, and I'll give you a quote on that. It's not leaking horrible, but it sets off our little detector.
Okay.
Let me get these wires set here. Alright. We are back for the 15th time. I don't know if this heat shrink is going to be too small. Just put a rear differential in a 14 Challenger RT. And that's done. Now we're back to wherever we were over here. Converted it from 306 gear ratio, open, to 373 posi. Oh, let's see, we need the control wire. I don't even know where we're going. I don't even know what day it is. Alright, that's the control wire. So that guy's taking off. Got to recalibrate his speedometer and whatnot so the transmission will shift again. Now he has an aftermarket tuner. I think we're going to end up using a green wire here probably. Let's see. Which one's the green wire? I don't even freaking know. I should not start and stop. That is 86. Is that what we want? Yes, sir. 86 green wire. Definitely a different gauge size here. What are we talking about? And the other guy was here for the van, I think. And the day is almost over. I think we'll try to use the smaller heat shrink here against my better judgment. For whatever reason, I don't have anything in between in my bit of kit. I think I had way too many irons in the fire today to be trying to do the JO. Soldered all the way around. Way too many, fella. Maybe the first time, but sometimes I am kind of surprised. I go to edit them, I'm like, wow, it looks like I was sitting there the entire time. And indeed, 75 other things were happening, but how I manage to get through my day sometimes is often a wonder to me. But at the end of the day, if all the work gets done, everybody's happy. I get a video here once in a while. Call it success. And we do it again the next day. And the next day. And the next day. Alright, we'll let that cool. We'll put a relay in it and then we'll see. Oh, we gotta get our auto shutdown relay. I think it's still inside the car. That should work now. The car should run under its own power, and then we'll use our scanny tool. And we'll see if the low speed relay works. And then we'll tape up this whole rigmarole. Let's take this wire here. This is 87A, not used. Chop it off. Like so. And then there's our other piece of heat shrink. We'll just stick that over the end. And then we'll heat that up. Oh, pinch it here. Is that band nice and quiet, Josh?
Yeah.
So it sounds like it's coming from the driver's side, huh?
Yeah, it really did.
Huh?
Then when I hit going over some bumps and stuff, when I did it on the right or on the left, I could hear it on the right too. So
Oh, okay.
that's
Well,
been transferring across now.
yep. As long as it's fixed, I guess it doesn't matter. And he's gonna fix the AC too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and he just said leave the refrigerant in it that's in it.
Okay.
Gonna take his chance, he says.
All right.
So there, we've got that blunted off. And now, technically, should work. Let me get the relay, see if this thing runs. So there's our old low-speed cooling fan relay. That one is smoked. Here's our auto shutdown relay, which should now have power. Fix those. Would you mind reach up in there and starting it for us, Josh? Assuming it starts. Hold this up so it doesn't vibrate here.
All right, going live.
Yep. Hey, look at that, it works. All right, you can shut off. All right, fancy. Let me get a scan tool. We'll make sure our low speed, make sure this one works, which it should. And we'll go from there. Okay. Yeah, we gotta leave the keys in it for him.
Alright, you wanna tell me what to do?
Josh will tell you what he did
Well,
to
you
it.
have the sway bar links, the front sway bar links, and the lug nuts. But what about the AC?
Just a minute here, woman. Alright, so we got the scan tool on. We're loading her up. Now what?
Do you want time for finding it?
Nope.
Okay.
Let's see. Radiator fan relay 1, maybe? We'll see if this is fan relay 1. This is what we're. Let's see. Continue. Oh, that's a couple relays. So we'll turn that off. We'll go to relay fan number 2. See if that is relay fan number 2. I don't know what they call it. Let's see if we can turn just this one on. No. Let's just see if this one's clicking. Yep. Yeah, so that's some kind of control. I guess that's it. It works. I'm happy with that. Not gonna spend any more time figuring out who's who and why's why and how the fan system works. All we know is it does work. It has control of this relay. And now I'm just gonna we're gonna tape up the harness and put this somewhere as fancy. And then we're gonna label it. Not that any other relay system on this thing is labeled, but maybe it would be nice and just label them all. We're going to try to prevent some future problems here with a little bit of the lanolin. Oh, you didn't tape that up too close, did you, you big dummy? Hopefully not. Get her lined up in the hole. Story of my life. Oops. Oops. I'm not a brain surgeon. Alright, there's that. Here's our little piggy tail coming out of there. Now we're going to take, you don't have to juice them up from the top side. Can you guys even see what's happening down here? Go like a so. And then I'm going to click that back up in there. And then, you know, we can put this wherever we want. We can just zip tie it somewhere. We'll zip tie it to the harness. We'll give this a little shot. Now what?
The pickup truck owners here in would like to.
The guy with the Hemi Dodge Ram? Mm-hmm. The one with the broken bell spring we did a video on? Mm-hmm. That guy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's he want to talk to me about?
Probably his truck.
Oh, we gotta talk stuff. Alright. So let's see. Yeah, we can. Yeah, we'll put it somewhere. It really doesn't matter. Where did this go? Up in here. I know you wouldn't have been there, little fella. That's what I took you out of. And then find the slot. We have both slots. But we have both slots at the same time. You're not. Oh, I got dirt right in my eyes. There we go. Alright, that is back down. And we can take this. Not that anybody should ever have to meddle with it, but what we'll do is we'll zip tie it right to this harness right here. That way if somebody comes in and they see the lid there, they will see this zip tie and they'll be like, who has been rigging this thing up? But it's either that or you buy a freaking $1,000 wiring harness. I think we done did good. Oh yeah, never ever do a video at 5 o'clock, near 5 o'clock. Never on any other day. Okay, I think we're good. I need a behind the scenes camera. Well, there's that. Okie dokie. Artichoke. That looks good. Everything's sprayed. Okay. We're good. That's fine. Let's put the inner fender back in it. We gotta get moving. Alright, we're good. We're done. Let's do some closure. Those as dinner's ready. Chop some pierogies. Good old fashioned chop cooked meal. Let's do some praying that we never have to take this out. That thing is looking gross. I just noticed that. Wow, man, 2014. Junk. What are you gonna do? Keep on moving on. I want you guys to move on down there to that comment box. Leave your questions, comments, criticisms, concerns down there. Subscribe, ring the bell. Do everything that you do on the YouTube. And just remember, viewers, if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching.